I can understand that because at one point, because I was taking care of my mom for 5 or 6 years, and I wasn't taking care of myself. I was
Yeah.
just trying to stay up. And then there's a lot of stuff with that, and doing this
Yeah.
content helped me in that process. And when she passed,
Yeah.
I was almost 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And then from talking with you ladies, the knowledge I gained, I started to make some changes in my life. I still have some habits. Like one of my vices is Chinese food. I like Chinese food. There's a
Yeah.
buffet place the next town over.
Yeah.
And and one time me and my brother and my no no brother, well, he's like my brother, my nephew, but we grew up like brothers. And my older sister, his mother, we all went out there, and we ate like big dogs, but still,
Yeah.
I try to be smart eater. Sometimes it's hard to break those habits. Food is
Yeah.
both. I often say this: food is a weapon and a tool, especially for a
Yes.
competitor or anybody. So we have some comments here. This is from my man Lawrence. It says, "I think a beautiful pictures of you and Tina." Oh, thank you, brother. I know they are. Also, this is from Bodybuilder 101. He says, "Male is the best. God's bless you. You one of my favorite female bodybuilders. What a classy lady."
Oh,
Also,
thank you.
Warrior 2000 says, on the treadmill. Yes, she's on the treadmill. She's doing her cardio, so she's giving
Yes.
us time. Also, shout out to Warrior. He says, Linda Murray is one of the goats. Yes. Another
Absolutely.
is, he's mentioned also another is Kim Tversky,
Yeah. I
and
love Kim.
shout out to Iris Kyle. Yeah, he mentioned Iris
Yeah.
Kyle. And also my man Stefan Praise says, Linda, greatest of all time. And also we have here a
Absolutely.
comment from, this is from Vinny uh, K. He says, y'all got Melly on. Yes, we do, Vinny. So yeah, appreciate that. And, and, it's good that, these guys are fans
Yeah.
and they enjoy to get to talk to see you ladies, especially ladies who like I got one of my first interviews when I started doing this was with Nancy Lewis.
Oh, I
And
love Nancy. I actually coached her for a minute. Yeah.
yeah, and we still in contact, every so often because she's friends with Janine Lakowski, and Janine's been on here before. I interviewed Sue Price, and that's a legend.
Yep.
I
Love
interviewed
Sue.
a lady, yeah, I interviewed a lady who we were good friends for a past. That is Rondalie
Yes.
Huitma.
Quesma.
Yeah, she
She was
was
good.
just
She
amazing.
was a good friend of mine. Funny, she
You,
actually coached me for a year.
yeah, I remember she told me she was coaching Michelle Brent when she
Yeah.
came back, and Michelle looked great. I was in contact with Michelle. Hope we get on. She also, this is why I
Yeah.
say I enjoy when I get to talk to you ladies, you
Yeah.
legends, you up and comers, because people need to recognize the work y'all put in. Y'all were,
Yeah.
maybe like y'all are just the women who really like people like Corey Everson, Rachel
Yeah.
McLeish, Linda,
Yeah.
Carla Dunlap,
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
long
Carter.
list.
She was great.
Yeah, I mean, Beth Francis, she's the one that really changed the sport of women's bodybuilding. And
Yeah.
you see the new up and comers coming now. And,
Yeah.
is it anybody who, other than Andrea, is there anybody you pay attention to now that's competing?
That's not competing.
That is competing.
That-
And
Oh, that is competing. Um. Uh. I'm really bad with their names now. Uh, it's my bad, because I haven't been really following the sport until Tina, decided to come back. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I better start following the sport again. And it's not that I wasn't really following it. It's just I had so much going on in my own world. Um, I just wasn't really paying attention. And also, too, I never made it to where I wanted to be. I wanted to be on that Miss Olympia stage at least one time, but that wasn't my calling. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna make sure Tina gets there. So, to the O stage. That's where she's going. Um, and Keith. I want Keith there just as bad as well. Um,
yeah,
so, anyways, there's anybody. Dang it! I think she came in. I want to say third or fourth at the Olympia. He's really petite. Uh, has the best waist. She's her name's not May. Who came in third and fourth?
that third is actually
Yes.
Ashley Jones. And I'm a fan of hers. I think her
Yes.
physique is just. I just
Yeah.
saw a while back. Tyler Manning just did a critique. He said if she has come in, improve on conditioning, a little more
Yeah.
size,
Yeah.
she could have gotten second, or
Yeah.
even I think Ashley is just she. You remember one thing about her, she was figure
Yeah,
before,
yeah,
and then went to physique, and then
yeah,
just took a year off after her last physique competition, and
yeah.
then came back, won New
Now
York.
I think honestly, like she's going to be one for them to watch out for. They really got to watch her coming up, because I think next year she's probably going to bring it in, banging. You know, she's going to make sure. She has a beautiful physique, and naturally, and it's a natural, beautiful physique. You know what I mean? You can tell the ones that are just built that way. You know, as opposed to the ones that really have to push it. You know, and I can say that as a coach because I've had so many different athletes. There's some athletes that are just natural and they can gain size like in a minute. And there's some that you really got to work and make sure they're getting their pounding their food back and getting their proper training in. And I'm not even saying heavy lifting and training. I'm saying proper training. And I think that's a whole nother show. At the training because I see too many people with wrong form trying to lift heavy weight, and that's not necessary. Absolutely not necessary. And you can even ask Tina this on next time you speak to her. I'm not all about you squatting 315 or any of that kind of stuff. I don't need you to get injured. I'm not going to be that coach that you go out, a week, 2 weeks before because you're doing something stupid that I don't think that you should be doing. But sometimes, like I said to Tina, I said, drop and Keith, leave your egos at the gym when you're with me. Just drop them and leave them because I'll be surprised if I let you even lift a 50-pound weight. And they'll tell you by the end of that workout, they're dying. Their muscles are pumped and full, and they're just completely fatigued and sore, and they feel like their skin is just splitting open. Now, that's what you want to focus on. You know what I mean? So Ashley Jones, she's going to come in. She's like I said, next year, just watch. I think
Mhm.
I think she's going to bring a package that the other girls need to be looking out for. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, I think she's still young. I think she's just in her mid 30s.
Oh,
She got a
she's
lot of time.
shoot! I didn't
Yeah,
even turn pro till I was 36.
yeah. I mean, you hit that level of muscle maturity because sometimes I
Yeah,
think when you really start hitting you, like look at Angela and both Andrea. I think Andrea's
yeah,
turned 41 just this past few months ago. Andrea's going
yeah.
to turn 41 next month.
Right.
Sometimes it's just
Yeah, they're still pups.
Mhm. Yeah, you look at someone like Margie Martin when she left, she was in top. Or Hella,
Yeah,
Hella looked really
Hella look.
wow.
Yeah, she definitely Hella always brings like she's good. I know some shows she hit or miss sometimes, but she's always going to bring an impressive package no matter what. She's just one of those competitors, and she's always trying to improve. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
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 like
because
look at that.
her and Sherry Priami are working with the same coach. That's Boss Law. I think Outlaw they call him. I think he also has Julia Wetzel as a coach. And this was a back from
Okay.
backstage. I interviewed Sherry. She's a really cool lady. I've been following her for a long time. Hope maybe someday in the future I get her on. And I think
Yeah.
I think she's probably the a stateswoman in this sport, being like she is. I would say this: Hella is one of the last women who's
Yeah.
been to Olympia as exclusively as a female bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Everybody else has been other divisions, and Hella
Yeah.
is kind of the last one. So, folks, we're not going to hold her too long because we said she give us an hour.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
if we,
gotta unfortunately headed to work.
yeah. So if we need to, maybe sometime, maybe later down, sometime whenever she gets out of time, we'll have her back on.
Absolutely.
Really, this is a great conversation. I would love to do a part two. I've done part two before because
Yep.
sometimes there's so much, not enough time, so much to talk about. But folks, we do appreciate time for her
No, and
giving
I
us.
will for sure. I promise you, we will do this again soon.
And
This has actually been enjoyable. Well, I thank you,
yeah,
George, and I thank
yeah,
anybody that's in the room. That's to ask the questions and stuff. I love the fans, absolutely. Um, and you that the support. I mean, like Kai Green once said to me, he's like, you may not be the best up on stage, or you might not get the placing that you should deserve, but you are always a people fan. You're a champion in the fans, and that's all. That's all you need. You know, and it's, at the end of the day, it's true. You know,
Mm.
we have our fans, and that's what makes us the champs. You know, aside from the,
Yeah.
calling out on stage, but you know,